Hello, it's Michelle, the stamp worker, and I am back today participating in a hop through Ginger's Corner, where we are making baby embellishments from scraps. So I kind of let it get like out of hand. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Let me show you where I started. So I have this, it's a new to me stamp set in Thin Cut that I got on clearance, I believe, during the Boxing Week sale. And okay, here, hold on, here it is. So it had this little onesie die, and I thought, how cute! And the onesie stamp, but you could use the die without the stamp, right? And then you can spell out baby, and there's a lion, a turtle, rocking horse, bow, rattle, star, duck, giraffe, elephant, flower star. So, and y'all, I was like, what is this? I think it's a little pocket that goes on the onesie. Okay, so, but I didn't really feel like coloring in these cute images. Sometimes I'm just not feeling it. So I started with scraps where I literally, I have an old like accordion folder that I've stored scraps from years ago, and I don't really use anymore. Like, I don't add scraps, so I still pull some out. So anyway, I double these up and I roll them through my die cutting machine 2 at a time, and I think this fit in my sidekick. Yes, it's 2.5 inches wide. And I really like using that, even though my bigger one is right next to me. I had to stand up. So, first thing I did is I made a whole bunch of these, and I love this blue gingham. And then I used some stripe. And then I had this pink. I know I have more of that. Let's see where it went. And then this pink with the black polka dots. Okay, so then I pulled out my color drawers and I pulled out a bunch of white. Like, there's a doily, and then here's like a strip of flowers. I have hearts, and then I had embossed them too. And so stars. Here's a little scallop square. I had just gone through and die cut a bunch of these one time when you know, when you want to be crafty, but you don't want to like have to think a whole lot. So I just went through and did that. And I have this, sleep is overrated. I have a tag, a heart, a star. And then I did make this tag that wasn't in my scraps. And I pulled out a few tag shapes. I think this circle one is cute. This one's cute. Let's see. I pulled out some heart punches, a butterfly punch. It's the only butterfly punch I have. It's kind of big though. I pulled the Close to My Heart corner rounder because it has that ticket punch too. I pulled this out. And then I have a bunch of dies too. I pulled out my scallop ovals and my ovals. I pulled this because it's really pretty and dainty. My rectangular dies, I just used this one right here. And I haven't used this one yet, but it's pretty. And then my square ones. So, then I pulled out a paper collection for Close to My Heart where I made a bunch of layouts, but there's no photos of them. And I thought, oh, I'll make more embellishments to match. But I was having a hard time with that. So then I found this this cut apart sheet from Echo Park called Our Baby Girl, and all I have is it, and I know these aren't scraps, but I have this rainbow. Okay, so I haven't even cut in that, but I did end up cutting all of these cut parts apart, and let me show you what I've done so far. So this one was like this. I pulled this is Sorbet from Close to My Heart. I pulled it because I felt like it matched. So it was just this white oval in the screen on the screen paper. So I die cut it, and you know, ovals are not all created equally, right? So some are fatter and some are narrower, and this didn't quite cut it right, so I had to hand cut this white. I don't think you can tell, but then I took the scallop die cut and I die cut this, and I thought I was going to be using some brown, so I had some brown cardstock, but in the end I think it looks good. I punched the hearts with this, and I punched like 4 on each side, and I stacked them up. I put some fun foam between this white and the scallop, and I thought I put fun foam under the heart, but even though it was thin, well, it wasn't gonna be fun foam. It was gonna be one of these little squares from Scrapbook.com, which is very thin profile, but it just didn't look right. So I think the stacking worked out really well, and I think that's cute. Okay, and well, let me go back to the first one I made. It was with these this scrap paper. So I just stuck with the pink scheme, and I took a scrap of flamingo from Close to My Heart, and I made it with the with this die, and then this was a stamp, and I stamped it in flamingo, and then I used this little oval. Okay, so then I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, that is, you know, sometimes you gotta kind of start and then it kind of builds, right? And I'm like, there's too much pink, there's not enough other colors. What colors would I put with it? And that's when I went with this. So that's when I started with this, and I really like this better. And then I took the took this frame, and I just cut this out, and you can see where it still has this part, which I think is trash because the 3x4 card wasn't quite big enough. Yeah, that's trash. Not quite big enough. But I think that jazzed this up. And then, so what I was thinking is, let's see what all I have here. And this was out of my color drawer. And I think I got it from somebody else. Tiny feet leave big imprints on our hearts. So I was thinking about using, I was thinking about either doing this with this, but it's going to cover up some of the feet, so I haven't decided. I mean, I think it's okay if they're walking, you don't have the whole image of the feet. And then here's a little journaling card. I'm not sure, but it would be super cute if I could find some flowers and pop the same flower up on 3D foam tape, but I don't think I have any other flowers. This one, I was thinking about using this again. I think that would be super cute. And then this one, it would be cute if I could use this, but the frame is, it's just not quite right. If you can see, it's a little taller than it is narrow. So, and I want it all even. So I think I'm gonna leave this as is. So we'll put that over here. And then You Are Made of Stardust. I feel like it needs some more color on there. So I could punch out some stars in that green. See, I have this little bitty branding strip and it has a little bitty star punch. Let's see, this one, Sweet Tiny Human. It's cute too. I don't know how to jazz it up. I'm thinking about doing this. So just to test it, let me see what it looks like. So that's the corner rounder part. So this is the ticket punch end. So that's cool. Is it this one I was gonna do? Let's see. I think that would jazz it up. And this is a little, I think it won't fit very well. Let me see. Yeah, because when you look at this, you can see that what you want to show does need to show inside this die. So if I use this, it's going to be too small. So let's just trim this up just a little bit, because I see a little bit of white on this edge. And a little bit on this edge, just a tiny bit. Okay. So I'm really not a fan of corner rounding, but I really love that it does this ticket punch edge. So I think that really jazzed it up. And it could even be like matted on a bigger piece of paper, right? That would be cute. I'll have to think about that. And this is used to, Close to My Heart Consultants could buy a 6x6 sample pack of all of the new papers. They were hole punched because they were intended to be on a little binder ring. Uh-oh, Finley's coming in. They don't do that anymore now that we've gone to a catalog that is more frequent, but so let's see, let's continue here. This one would be cute like this, and it will fit. So I will do that. I think I was gonna do it with this one too. And this, I may use the green side. This one I was gonna fussy cut out Wild About You. And here's another journaling card. And here's another journaling card. So let's see, what am I gonna do with this? Oh, I was gonna add maybe some green stars. Now, I'm gonna come back after I do this, but I wanted to show you all the stamp sets that I pulled that are in my stash. And some of these are really old, like this used to have a snap. It's this one. And this is what I had stamped on, where did it go? Well, the all pink one. It's hiding now. And I thought it was really cute. These are really cute. And then I have this one called Sweet Baby. It's also really old. Some really great sentiments. And then I have this one, Welcome Baby Toy. And it's got baby in different languages and welcome in different languages. And this just cute rubber duck, rattle, and rocking horse, and those little stars, the hand-drawn stars. Okay, this one's not actually a baby. It's not actually a baby. I don't know how to show that better. Here. It's not a baby stamp set, but it would work for a lot of things, right? I've used it before. You can see where it's discolored. It's one of my favorite stamp sets, and I love the bracket frame. So there's that. This is one I've never used. It's called Baby Love, and it has these little silhouettes and then some words. And then I have a couple of stamps of the month, one from 23 last year, one from 22, and I find they're really similar, like Parent Rabbit with a baby rabbit, You mean the world to me, you are my greatest joy is underneath here, you make me smile, and then here's like a hedgehog. Here's a rabbit reading, no, a kangaroo reading to the baby kangaroo. So they can be used for baby pages too. And then I pulled this because this is a great stamp set. It's an alphabet stamp set with thin cuts to make pennants. And then this is one that went with that Sweet Girl collection. I was telling you I made all these layouts with no photos. And this makes a great card front. And it's just a good stamp set. Then I have this one. And I've never used it. I have this one I've had for a long time, and I've always loved it. I love the little owls. I love the bird with the little baby birds. I love that the little birds following the big bird, the sheep. And it's got that quote from that book, I'll love you for always, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. I used to read that to both of my kids. And then lastly, this one, which uses a Cricut cartridge. Used to, we had Cricut cartridges that I'm not sure which one this goes to, but it makes a little tag, and then here it has a cute frame. So I haven't pulled my Cricut out in a while. I need to figure that out. But look at the words. Tooth, birthday, step, word, year. Oh, it's artiste. So you go baby's first tooth, baby's first birthday, baby's first step, first word, first year. Isn't that cute? So, lots of options. It kind of overwhelmed me, so then I started thinking I'm just going to narrow it down. And so really what I was first trying to do is make some embellishment clusters. So this is the one where I stamped. But then I decided I would just make basically maybe an embellishment, a cluster base, and then you could add something to it if you wanted when you're actually making the layout. So let me get these die cut and finish, and I will come back. Okay, I finished up. I think I'm finished. The last card, I decided to stamp the little silhouette image, and then I stamped another You Color My World on top. I'm not crazy about it. Maybe, and I did second generation on charcoal, and maybe I should have gone with the darker. Maybe I should have found a lighter gray. I'm not sure. And then I did corner around it, and if it doesn't work, if I don't use it, I can use this side. So I just wanted to show you how I always practice on scratch paper. I started with peach, and I didn't like that, so then I went to flamingo. Okay, Then this one, I used my scoreboard and I scored around the brown frame. So I scored it on this side so I could see where it was, and then I turned it over and I just followed those lines. That's all I did, just give it a little bit of dimension. And I think I might add either some punched out hearts or some enamel dot hearts to it, just to give it some dimension. But I'll wait. I didn't do anything with these two. I think I'll leave them as is. Let's see. This one had the, it was hanging on the cutout card, and let's see, where did it go? Somewhere I have the little piece. Anyway, it had orange in the inside, and I wasn't crazy about the orange. So when I use this, I can still like use some actual thread and hang it from a brad. So that'll be cute. And then these two I scored on the scoreboard just to add a little bit more dimension, and thinking about adding some stars. I don't have these wonky stars, so I'm not sure. I could probably cover them with a bigger star. Not sure. And then I ended up using the die to do these two, and then this one. I think they turned out really cute. And they can also have little enamel dots or Nuvo drops added to them when I get ready to use them. And then there's this one, and then my original one. So I hope this gave you some ideas of how to use, maybe not necessarily your scraps, but what you have in your stash to kind of give it a new life. And, you know, that cut apart sheet was just sitting in my stash for a couple years probably, waiting to be played with. All right, don't forget to check out everyone else who's playing along and see what's going on in Ginger's Corner, her Facebook group. Have a great day. Bye-bye.